Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Survivor Series. This is a night that we have been anticipating, that we have been preparing for what seems to be months. In some cases, and certain matches have been building to this exact moment. This is one of them. We are starting off the hottest way you could probably start, with a World Championship match. That's right, the WWE Championship is on the line between AJ Styles and the WWE Champion Randy Orton. Now, you'd be forgiven if you forgot that Randy Orton is WWE Champion. We hardly see this guy defend his championship unless it's on a big marquee pay-per-view. The last time we seen him defend his championship was that Clash at the Castle, when he finally ridded himself of Cody Rhodes, and that feud ended. And now a new challenger has emerged, a man that's been climbing back up that ladder, a man that's been to the top of that ladder numerous times, and the phenomenal AJ Styles, looking to get one more big championship run under his belt before before the last few days of his career start creeping up on him. Which, I mean, he's in his 40s already, but he certainly does not move around like he's in his 40s. As here comes Randy Orton, the WWE Champion, down to the ring, always as brass and smug as ever. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an incredible match. I've witnessed AJ Styles and Randy Orton duke it out a few times. Never with this high stakes. Never with the World Championship on the line. So it's definitely a first time for me, first time for the fans, first time for anybody watching this universe mode on YouTube right now. So, I mean, you've seen, if you've seen their matches before, you've seen what they've done with no stakes at hand. Imagine what these two are capable of with a World Championship on the line. We're about to see something very special here tonight, folks, to open our show for Survivor Series. If you've been following the weeks leading into, if you've been following my YouTube channel and each episode, you will know that a lot of these matches, they haven't just been building for, the week of November, or the month of November, I should say, up into Survivor Series. No, they've been, some of them have been building ever since the start of Universe Mode. I mean, you got the Bloodline taking on DIY and the Blackpool Combat Club inside War Games. That match alone, DIY, Bloodline, they have been feuding almost all year round. What started as friendly competition after two teams won a championship eliminator tournament between DIY and the Usos quickly turned to a heated rivalry, and engraved in just jealousy from the Usos. Could never get one over on DIY. Finally got their last laugh, so to speak, at Extreme Rules inside in a TLC match. But now tonight they will be inside that double-sided ring surrounded by nothing but steel. And that is where it will finally go down between DIY and the Usos. But not only that, none other than Roman Reigns' old stablemate, Jon Moxley. He happened to make a return. I want to say back in July at Money in the Bank, he answered John Cena's open challenge, who was the United States Champion at that moment in time. And what a great run Cena had throughout Universe Mode with that championship. But Jon Moxley has entered the fray. He brought along Bryan Danielson back to the WWE. And now it is Moxley, Danielson, Gargano, Ciampa versus the Bloodline here tonight to close your show. On the other hand, we have the Women's War Games match that's you could also say has been building since the start of Universe Mode. The first ever, back at the time, this was the SmackDown Women's Championship. The first ever SmackDown Women's Champion, first ever SmackDown Women's Championship match, a fatal four-way match between Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan, and Sasha Banks. That has now turned into all four of those ladies being on the same team fighting for a common cause, and that is the fact that they are sick of Saraya and her little goon squad that Bianca Belair might refer to them as, but nothing funny or goon about anything that Saraya's team's bringing. We got two of the baddest women on the planet with Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, and one of Saraya's best friends in the wrestling business, former stablemate back in AEW, Toni Storm, after she called in a favor a few weeks back. Toni Storm actually picked up a huge victory against Bianca Belair heading into this match, which I have just now learned earned Saraya the advantage heading into War Games. So now each member of her team will come out before Belair's team. Same thing with the Bloodline. Roman Reigns took on Bryan Danielson in an incredible main event this past week on Monday Night Raw as Orton drops down on a neck breaker. Only count of one. I was going to say Reigns defeated Danielson in a tremendous singles match, so now Reigns has earned the advantage for his team as well. So really, both heel sides are getting the advantage here tonight, and you gotta be concerned for the baby faces heading into that match. For the other side, Belair's team and the team of DIY and the Blackpool Combat Club, because each interval, each little window that it takes to get another competitor out here, that is just going to give that other side, the teams that have won the advantage, the advantage. I mean, they have about like a 90-second window, maybe a little bit more, to just beat the crap out of a handicapped partner from the other side, really. And look at Orton, a nice suplex. I haven't been able to call much of this action. I'm trying to, give you guys the rundown of the card. We still have more than just what I said. I just announced the 2 War Games matches. Let's not forget, we have another entire World Championship match here tonight. The Rated R Superstar Edge. AJ Styles is indeed not the only person, kind of passing his wonder years and wanting a final championship run here in WWE before it's all said and done. Edge seeks out to do the same thing here tonight, but he seeks out to do almost the impossible at the same time, and that is get a pinfall or submission victory over Gunther. Gunther is our reigning World Heavyweight Champion out on the blue brand. He used to be the Universal Championship before it changed around and the belt switch. But he has been holding that championship since the very start of Universe Mode, folks. And he held that and Intercontinental Championship for quite some time before none other than Kofi Kingston took that championship off him in ironically, a steel cage match back at Extreme Rules. We've seen a lot of steel cage matches in the last few weeks. Who could forget that brutal steel cage match between Dragunov and Breakker just this past week on NXT? Dragunov retaining his NXT championship. Congratulations to him on that. But I'm going to have to call some of this action, folks, because this is really starting to heat up. Orton just dropped down with a double axe handle, and now this is getting a little bit ugly. AJ Styles just dumping Orton on that announce table. And now, wait a minute. Bad intentions in the mind of the Phenomenal One, but Orton goes low. Orton goes low and chops the knee from underneath Styles. And now, wait a minute. Oh, no, a neck breaker. Neck breaker on the outside. Count of 4, and Orton knows exactly what he's doing. He's biding his time. He is biding his time. That's exactly what the Legend Killer, the Viper, is doing here tonight. But wait a minute. Styles fighting out of it. Realizing cannot win this match on a countout. Orton can retain his championship on the countout. And believe me, he's well aware that anything to get him out of Dodge early here tonight, but Styles is not going to have any of it. He knows what's on the line here tonight. He comes flying in with a forearm smash, and now wait a minute, looking to drop the knee. Oh, no, Orton gets out the way. I believe Styles was able to hit one of those earlier, and Orton said, fool me once, as a nice power slam lands from the Viper. And now Styles could be in trouble. Orton wants him up to his feet. What does Orton have planned here? Run up. Oh my goodness, a huge clothesline. And look at this, vintage Orton. Ducks the clothesline from Styles. Another power slam lands from Orton. And now look at this, the Orton stomps. Orton stomps to Styles. Yeah, definitely the game plan heading into this match for Orton is to just try and get out as soon as humanly possible. I mean, obviously he's got to start the show here tonight. So he's going to have an early night either way, but you know there's no early nights against the phenomenal one. Look at this, AJ Styles looking to roll Orton up, almost got him with a count of 2. I really thought that was it, but wait a minute, you got to keep your head on a swivel. Here comes Styles lighting Orton up with strikes, palms, whatever you can throw at him. Another enziguri kick. Another enziguri kick lands, and Orton's feeling it for sure. I think he was going for an RKO, but Styles stuffed it. And now look at this, a chop into the corner. Styles is looking to show Orton what he's made out of, looking to show him what brought him to the dance. And now look at this, a second chop lands. And now what Styles got planned here off the second. Nice arm drag off the second rope. Could that be it? Count of 1, 2, no, but the champ is definitely getting wounded down. As I've stated more than once in this match, ladies and gentlemen, both men are just a little bit past their prime, and believe me, you're going to wake up and feel it in the morning. And Styles with a beautiful tope con hilo over the top rope, crashing and burning on the Viper, the WWE Champion, Randy Orton. I mean, what a backstabbing snake Orton has been throughout Universe Mode. You know, we thought he had good intentions coming into Money in the Bank. It seemed like he almost walked through Money in the Bank without breaking a sweat, really. As now look, Orton looks to get back in this with Styles. Won the Money in the Bank briefcase, cashed in the week before SummerSlam on Rhodes, after he had already challenged Rhodes and said that he was going to wait till SummerSlam. And now look at this, Styles once again known for no water in the pool. Let's say Orton had already challenged Cody Rhodes, and that was kind of him cashing in the briefcase, so to speak. We thought that was it, but no. Orton had a plan all along. Cody Rhodes, after a brutal match, I can't really remember who he was against, but he went through a real gruesome match. And then Orton ended up cashing in on him just days before SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes headed into SummerSlam hoping he was going to get his championship back, but Orton was able to escape him. And then, as I mentioned, Clash at the Castle, the last time we've seen Orton escaped Rhodes again in a brutal Hell in a Cell match between the two that really put a cherry on top of that rivalry we had over the summer, as now Styles kicking the crap out of Orton. Believe me, he deserves every minute of it. Oh no, Styles didn't get all of it. But he might have gotten enough of it as a little bit land to Orton's face, and now was going for a combination there, but Orton beats him to the punch. And now wait a minute, Orton's looking to put it away early, going for an RKO. Yes, here it comes. No, Styles reverses it. Beautiful body slam instead. Beautiful body slam from the phenomenal one. And now AJ's on the top rope. Got to get down from there. A nice frog splash on Orton. Nice frog splash lands. 1, 2. No, Orton's still in the fight. Damn it, Orton's still in the fight. Man, you cannot help but root against Orton. You cannot help but root for anybody that faces him. Just knowing the things that this guy has done throughout his career. The things that he did in Universe Mode. The way that he played Cody Rhodes like a fiddle. And Rhodes has not been the same since. You know, he just came off losing. No, he just punk kicked Styles. He just came off losing 2 matches back-to-back to Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross, who, by the way, will face Kenny Omega later on tonight, after he's defeated Kenny Omega in a non-title match before. Orton once again going for an RKO. Again, Styles is able to stuff it. He only survived the punk kick because his foot was under the bottom rope. Great call by the referee there. Noticing the positioning of Styles' feet. Let's look at this. A nice springboard. Phenomenal forearm from AJ Styles, but you can't win a match on outside, as we've already expressed. And now Styles throwing Orton in the ring. Orton struggling to get back to his feet, and wait a minute, Styles has something waiting for him. A phenomenal forearm lands. Phenomenal forearm lands. This is it. 1, 2, new champ. No, Orton gets the shoulder out. Orton gets the shoulder out. Styles can't believe it. The crowd wants these guys to fight forever. Trust me, I guarantee that their tank is, if it's not on empty, it's definitely a little half past full, or half past half full now. As look at this, Orton sends Styles over the ropes, went for another power slam, I think, but Styles was able to stuff it. And now a kick to the midsection. Looking for that patented gut buster from Styles. And now wait a minute, looking to drop the knee again. Didn't get it earlier, got it this time. Styles is in phenomenal form as always. No pun intended there for sure. And now look at this, Styles sending Orton back and forth. And we know he's going for here, that huge drop kick that Styles loves landing. Picture perfect drop kick, has been hitting it since he's been the age of 18 years old. And now Styles looking to just punish Orton for everything that he's done throughout his career. And at the same time, take that championship off of Orton's shoulders, and that's the most punishing thing you can do to a man. Wait a minute, what's this? Oh my goodness, a twisting springboard 450 from Styles. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, no, Orton gets the shoulder up. Man, credit to Orton. He has survived everything Styles has thrown at him here tonight. As look at this, get Styles up for something huge here. Hangman's neck breaker coming in. And man, they just dropped him hard on the back of the neck. And Styles might be in trouble here. As look at this. No! No water in the pool. Oh no, no water in the pool for Styles either. That's press from Orton. That's press from Orton. Lighting up AJ Styles' forehead for sure, man. And now wait a minute. No, wait, Styles is playing possum. Styles is playing possum, and now look at this, grabbing a hold of the leg. Grabbing a hold of the leg, looking for the last chancery, I believe. Last chancery, Shades of Austin Aries, a former opponent of AJ Styles, has the last chancery locked in. Orton's in the middle of the ring. He's got the fight, claw, scratch. Orton hasn't been done a lot of fighting, clawing, and scratching lately in Universe mode, but believe me, when that championship is on the line, he turns to a different kind of person as Styles just dumped him. Dumped him, I tell you, with a German suplex, and Styles is going to hold his ground. Styles is going to hold his ground. Orton's trying to lure him out to the outside and get another advantage in this match, but Styles is not having it. Styles is not having it here tonight, folks. I'll tell you that one. And now Styles looking to dump Orton on his head. Wait a minute. No! Beautiful positioning from Orton, turning his body around. That way he can get the weight advantage on him, from himself. And now once again beating down Styles. Look at this. Look at the smug, coyous Orton. Styles gonna make you pay for it. Hit you right in the chin with a forearm. And wait a minute, he might have a second one coming in hot. It's a little far, but AJ Styles is phenomenal. He can hit it. Says that's not enough. Says he knows what stakes these are. He knows it's a world championship match. And damn it, the phenomenal form is not enough for a Styles clash. Damn sure is new champion. No, my God. Orton freaking kicked out. Styles cannot believe it. Styles is completely taken aback. He doesn't know what it's going to take. And frankly, I don't at this point either. But I told you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a phenomenal match. No pun intended, that we were about to see. But wait a minute, Orton. Vintage Orton here with the Hangman's DDT. But the spike AJ Styles right on the crown of his head. Ladies and gentlemen, Styles might be out. Styles might be out. And we might be looking at a retention for Randy Orton if he hits this RKO right here. And he gets it. No. Another victim. Another victim for the Viper. Here tonight, Survivor Series. But no, Styles. There's still life in AJ Styles. There's still life in the phenomenal one. Randy Orton still taking it back. He's going to the top rope. When have you ever seen such desperate measures from Orton? When have you ever seen such desperate measures from Orton? Styles has to take a breather to the outside. I don't know if it was his own body taking him to the outside or just pure adrenaline and pure, ring awareness, realizing that he was in a prone position to get pinned there. But Styles still somehow fighting his way back into this match. Got him up for a power bomb now. What the hell is Styles going for? Wait a minute! Oh my God! Did you just see the Viper's back bend in half with that power bomb? Believe me, there was some sauce on that. There was a little bit of emphasis on that power bomb. Styles is not here to make any friends. Styles is here to win a championship at the end of the day. And now wait a minute, what does AJ Styles got planned here? A freaking burning hammer! Burning hammer on Orton. Count of 1, 2, new champ. No, what the hell? What the absolute hell is it going to take? These men have been going at it for the better part of 20 minutes now as AJ Styles comes flying in with a little modified version of the phenomenal forearm. And now what does Styles got planned here? He wants Orton up to his feet. Styles says it's his time. It's his time to come back to the World Championship picture as a beautiful drop kick lands. Beautiful drop kick lands, and now Orton's stunned. Wait a minute, what Styles going for here? Oh my goodness, a variation of phenomenal forearm. The variation of phenomenal forearm lands. And Orton could be out here, chopping up the bits. Whatever's left of the champ at this point, just lighting his chest up with strikes. And now wait a minute, didn't get it earlier. Got every last bit of it this time. No, the wheelbarrow facebuster landed, but Orton, oh, the smug bastard. The smug bastard, but Styles has seen enough. Wait a minute, no, Randy Orton suckered him in. Orton suckered him in as Styles crashed and burned on the outside. And believe me, Orton knows what the hell he was doing there. Belly to belly suplex on the outside. Styles is in a bad way. Styles is in a bad way, and Orton can smell the blood in the water. Believe me, he's one of the biggest sharks that we've got here. What the hell is this? Oh my goodness, the reverse Boston Crab from Orton. Like I said, when have you ever seen Orton resort to such measures like this? Just bending the back of AJ Styles here. Bending the back of AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. Just trying to break him in half. Perhaps just so he can pick his dead body up from off the ground and pin him. 1, 2, 3 with Styles. Styles, there's no give. Oh my goodness, just chopped Orton's knee. Perhaps out of place. But wait a minute, no, Orton once again with the Thesz press. Count of 6. Count of 6, Styles got to get back in the ring. Or Orton's going to have to somehow get him back in the ring. I don't see Orton really taking, or really not taking advantage of the fact that he could win by a count out. I really don't. But Styles might be in trouble here as a second RKO lands. Orton delayed the pin a little bit, but ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's all she wrote. Styles has fallen to the Viper here tonight, folks, in a tremendous World Championship match to start our huge night at Survivor Series off hotter than hell. Randy Orton is still our WWE Champion at the end of the night. And man, like I said, you love him, you hate him, whatever, his actions are his actions. He knows it. You cannot help but, respect a performance like that from a world champion. Man, I still have a whole night of action to call. already feeling it in my throat a little bit just from calling this match alone, folks. What a championship match we just witnessed between two premier athletes, two superstars at the top of their game, two superstars that have been at the top of the game since I was a kid in elementary school. Let's put it that way. AJ Styles, he doesn't have to hold his head down for too long because he had a phenomenal performance here tonight, and I mean he was literally a hairline fracture away from winning that world championship. But as mentioned before, ladies and gentlemen, we have a whole other card to get through, and this is a match I didn't even get to talk about during that match because I had to stop and realize, the action in front of me was more important. But yes, we do have We do have a WWE Women's Championship match here tonight. The women's world champion Rhea, she's going to be involved in the War Games match later on, so she doesn't. She gets the night off from defending her championship. She damn sure does not get the night off from being in the ring, though. She's going to be in one very gruesome match with 4 women that wish nothing but her downfall, basically. But with that being said, we had to have another one. We had to have at least one women's championship match on the card. I mean, it was mandatory, and we held a triple threat match, number 1 contenders match a few weeks ago between I believe Asuka, Io Sky, and Becky Lynch. Asuka was able to pick up the win there, so she has earned this right here tonight. And Asuka's been looking pretty darn impressive in the coming weeks to this match, the weeks leading up to this match, I should say. But always impressive is Rhea Ripley as well, as I can't help but mention every single time we see this woman with that championship, the reason and the way that she won that championship by making the aforementioned Becky Lynch, the man, aka a submission specialist, tap out at SummerSlam and win that championship off her waist. And she has been a dominant champion ever since. There's been nobody to stop Rhea Ripley as of late. Full head of steam, of course, with the support of not only Dirty Dom, but the entire Judgment Day as a whole, who, are absent here tonight, but, they're watching somewhere, either in the back or at home or wherever they may be. They are supporting their women's champion and their fellow stablemate Rhea Ripley. And she's going to need all the support she can get when she takes on the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, in this just star-studded WWE Women's Championship match we are bringing you, folks. 2 of the best in the women's division right now. You talk about Asuka, second longest reigning NXT Women's Champion of all time. Pretty much went undefeated all throughout her time in NXT. Literally not even a year from being called up, she was already headlining WrestleMania with Charlotte Flair. I mean, that's just a few accolades of Asuka throughout her career. Rhea Ripley can be almost compared in a way. She wasn't undefeated in NXT. She definitely had a dominant women's championship reign. She came on the scene in the main roster the same way, headlining WrestleMania with Charlotte Flair. Although I don't know if you would call it headlining, because I believe they opened like night 1 of the pandemic WrestleMania show, if I remember correctly. But then, when WrestleMania went Hollywood just a few years later, she definitely rectified that sort of kick to the teeth when not only she had to open for that Mania during the pandemic year, but she also took the loss to Charlotte Flair then. But she rectified that loss when she defeated Charlotte Flair when WrestleMania went Hollywood. Ever since then, Rhea Ripley has been a force to be reckoned with here in WWE, and she is the women's world champion once again. And Asuka is looking to, get her name on that belt for another time throughout her career. So this is going to be an interesting one for sure. I mean, 2 imposing figures, 2 women that have dominated the women's division, whether in the past or in the last few weeks. I mean, this is probably the biggest championship match that you could put together on the Raw women's roster right now. So we're witnessing it here tonight at Survivor Series, folks. As here we go, these 2 women locking up in the center of the ring. And look at the power. Ripley already on display. Oh my goodness, Asuka didn't even have time to think about it before Rhea Ripley had her up in the air. And oh my goodness, did you see the delayed suplex? She even went one leg with it. Just a little bit of showing off there. And she just spiked Asuka right in the back of her neck. Right in the back of her neck. Might be an early night for Asuka, but no, she gets the shoulder out at 0.5. But wait a minute, Rhea Ripley really trying to make it an early night, but Asuka being crafty there. Wait, what's this? Elevated inverted DDT. Almost like an inverted suplex. Actually, she took her all the way over, so I believe it's an inverted suplex, technically. And now Asuka's rocking Rhea Ripley with some strikes. She just dumps Ripley over to the outside. And Asuka's just playing a little bit of mind games here tonight, folks. Just playing a little bit of mind games. As Rhea Ripley is clearly steaming mad right now after being one up by Asuka. And wait a minute, oh my goodness, she went running in, but Asuka met her with her knee right to the jaw. That was brutal. Now wait a minute, oh my goodness, Asuka lighting her up with strikes. And wait a minute, once again got her up for an inverted suplex. That's the second one that's landed. And Asuka's been doing the damage on the champ in the early goings. Count of one there, but Ripley gets the shoulder out. Shoulder out at 1. And man, we talk about a new change in attitude from Ripley and a dominant, force of nature in her as well. What about Asuka? Ever since she returned at that Royal Rumble heading into WrestleMania Hollywood, what beautiful bulldog there from Asuka. Looking to get a cover here. 1, only a count of 1 that time. Ever since she returned at that Royal Rumble, sporting the new paint, sporting the new hairstyle, sporting the whole new attire and everything, she has been just as close to, her New Japan run, her New Japan character, and her New Japan dominance back then. That's really ever going to get here in WWE. I mean, she has literally completely reinvented herself, and now that's why she finds herself in another Women's World Championship match this year around at Survivor Series. And oh no, went for a huge smack there, but Ripley using her power to her advantage. And now look at this, throwing some lariats at Asuka. And now wait a minute, ripcord single leg drop kick to the face there. And now what's Ripley going for? Whatever she was going for there. Oh no, suckered Asuka in. Suckered Asuka in, and now just speared to the mat. And wait a minute, once again taking her over with a German. Remember, Rhea Ripley is a powerhouse after all is said and done. I mean, she is deceptively strong. She might be stronger than half the men's roster, honestly. I've seen her lift half the men's roster, so she must be. And wait a minute. Oh, no! She just took Dom out. It's almost like Asuka ran behind Dom so that she could take Dom out. Man, dirty Dom. He's going to have to lick his wounds on that. He's not going to talk back to Mami, so, I guess he's going to call that what it is, it's a mistake and an accident or whatever. But Asuka, with that being said, has now been able to turn the match around in her favor once again. Like I said, the mind games. I mean, that is something that we don't give Asuka enough credit for. She is a master at mind games. I mean, you talk about the mist that she uses from time to time. Talk about all these different kinds of kind of opponent taunting that she does. Like, she'll just, dance in her opponent's face. She's really just a very, a woman of mystique. You can't really predict what she's going to do next or how she's going to present herself one week to the next as Rhea Ripley gets out of a big move Asuka was planning there. And now wait, what she's going for here? No, instead she gets a sharp elbow to the face and another one for good measure. Man, Asuka, like I said, has just come fully prepared for Rhea Ripley here tonight. As she used to say, no one's ready for Asuka. Asuka's ready for Rhea Ripley heading into tonight's match. And now stomping out Ripley as she off the ropes. Oh no, Asuka thought she, wait, now she gets it. Oh my goodness, a huge enziguri. I don't know if she got 100% of it, but she definitely got 85 of it. 1, 2, oh, this time gets a 2 count. This time gets a 2 count, so all this offense from Asuka is definitely paying off. And these kicks are as well, man, lighting Ripley's chest up, one after the other. Now, wait a minute, now, oh, she gives Ripley a taste of her own medicine, spiking her on the back of her neck with a German suplex. But wait a minute, Ripley's gonna Gonna counter that with the, oh no, slamming the knee right on her knee. And now wait a minute, what's this? Grabs the arm, stomping her out. Looking to kick Asuka's head in. As Ripley's definitely, the frustration starting to settle in. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no, she just hit the riptide. It might all be said and done here, but for some reason she didn't go for the cover right away. That might come to bite her. Count of 1, 2. Asuka gets the shoulder out. Asuka gets the shoulder out. She paused for a second. I don't know why she paused, but she paused for a second. And that 1 second is what gave Asuka the 1 second she needed to kick out. As look at that, just landed a huge shot directly to the back of the neck. And wait a minute, Asuka going for that hip thrust right into the face, going all of her body weight into Ripley. And wait a minute, count of 2. I thought that was it. I definitely thought that was it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thought we had a new women's champion right then and there, and believe me, the reaction to Asuka, she definitely thought the same. As look at this, Ripley's got an electric chair position now, but wait a minute, Asuka turns it around, shifts her body weight, Hurricane Rana instead. Hurricane Rana instead, and now Asuka, oh my goodness, taking Ripley down with a spear. And believe me, there's been some damage done to the lower back and the midsection of Ripley, and Asuka knows it. Asuka can sense that championship just slipping into her fingers. And now wait a minute. No, what a beautiful drop kick from Asuka. Man, it's really, I would say it's kind of strange to say that Ripley has not dominated this match, but at the end of the day, this is Asuka we're talking about. I just ran down her accolades when she was heading to the ring earlier tonight. So, I mean, it's no surprise there, and Ripley sort of jumping the gun there. No, and she gets elbow to the face for her troubles. At the end of the day, like I said, Asuka is going to definitely be one of your toughest opponents you face throughout your career in the women's division. That's for sure. Ask Charlotte Flair. Stomps out. Ripley, and oh no, ran into the shoulder. Oh, look at that, a beautiful John Woo kick. I believe Balor probably showed her that one. And now look at this, the power of the Eradicator on full display now, as we mentioned earlier. And wait a minute, this is what put away Becky Lynch. This is what put away Becky Lynch. This is what put away Becky Lynch. The Prism Trap is locked in. Asuka's gonna have to find her way out. No! Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. The Prism Trap has submitted Becky Lynch and Asuka, 2 submission specialists in the women's division. Look at this. The Riptide, almost like Rhea Ripley uses that for secondary ammunition nowadays. Like, the Riptide, she didn't even go for the cover right away. It's almost like she wanted Asuka to kick out so that she could eventually get her grasp in her with the Prism Trap and just bend her back in half after the lower back's been worked on through minor parts throughout this match. And that did the damage. Rhea Ripley walks away with the victory here tonight against Asuka, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying it's surprising. I'm just saying the way that she did it is definitely surprising. When have you ever seen Asuka submit? But then again, when have you ever seen Becky Lynch submit? And that happened at SummerSlam. So that is just a testament not only to this woman's reign right here, but the dominance of Rhea Ripley. Just the pure dominance of Rhea Ripley. It's almost like nobody, especially on the Raw roster, can even touch this woman right now. I don't know if anybody in the wrestling world can touch Rhea Ripley right now, folks. But I guess we'll have to figure that one out another day. Rhea Ripley retaining here tonight. But coming up next, folks, I don't think Kenny Omega is going to have the same kind of dominance or, you know, kind of successful performance against Karrion Kross, because Kross has been on an absolute tear as of late, folks. I mean, 2 wins over Cody Rhodes. Let's just get that out of the way. Former WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, by the way. At least in universe mode, we're speaking. Got wins over Finn Balor. He has a win over Kenny Omega already. That's the thing. Kross has already beaten Omega but it was a non-title match, and that's kind of what warranted this match to happen. I mean, you beat the champion, and you know the championship is not on the line. It's almost like, well, I just beat you. If that championship was on the line, I would be the champion anyways. Give me my championship match so we can run it back and I can beat you again. That is the mentality of anybody that beats a champion in a non-title match. We almost think of it as a title eliminator match. You face the champion, you either advance or you go back down the totem pole. And Kross right now is at the tippy top of the totem pole when it comes to that United States Championship. And believe me, I don't think there has been a bigger threat to Kenny Omega's United States Championship than Karrion Kross this far in Universe Mode. And that is coming from me who knows good and well that Kenny Omega has faced guys like John Cena throughout his championship run. He's faced Austin Theory. He's faced Jon Moxley. And out of all those guys, I'm calling Karrion Kross the biggest threat to his championship reign. That is just one pure good example of the dominance and the total destruction that we've been seeing from Kross as of late. Ever since he arrived back here on the Red brand, he has been a force to be reckoned with, a menace to everybody in the locker room and really just everybody around the world. Kross only cares really about two things. Obviously, his Lady of Darkness, Scarlet, and also, you know, winning championship gold, reigning terror over the WWE. And, you know, Kenny Omega's going to have to kind of try and play superhero here tonight, folks. But if there's any man that can do it, it's the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, ladies and gentlemen. The United States Champion, like I said, quite possibly his biggest challenge yet, especially considering he's heading into this match, trailing to Karrion Kross in terms of pinfall victories. He's heading into this match 0 for 1 against Karrion Kross. He's going to have to get his lick back. He's going to have to tie that up if he wants to retain his championship here tonight. But that is no small feat, ladies and gentlemen, because Karrion Kross is definitely not one easy opponent. As the United States Championship is on the line, we see Karrion Kross, Kenny Omega getting ready to lock up here tonight. And believe me, locking up with Karrion Kross, you got a better chance of dancing with the devil. And now look at this, Omega sending Kross into the ropes, kind of being the aggressor. And really, that's kind of just all you have to do to take it to Kross. We've seen Rhodes do the same back at Extreme Rules, but we also seen Karrion Kross endure a ungodly amount of damage and still came up on that match the victor. But Omega is lighting him up with strikes and everything he can throw at Karrion Kross. Look at Omega. Look at Omega. Full head of steam to the Harbinger of Doom. Just threw both feet right into his face, going for an early cover. Kross gets out at 0, pretty much. And now, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Omega was able to step out the way. I thought Kross was going to take him straight through the ring with a spear. And oh, my goodness. Just throwing a sharp knee right to the jaw of Omega. And now, wait a minute. Oh, a nasty headbutt to Omega as well. And with Kross, you're going to have to be looking for the cross jacket. You're going to have to be looking for the cross hammer, that clothesline into the clothesline to the back of the head in the corner. You're going to have to be looking for all of those with Kross because he can put you away with a plethora of maneuvers. He also has an F10 he likes to use. Yes, an F10. Think of Brock Lesnar times 2. That's how I can describe how dangerous this man is. Brock Lesnar times 2, I guess. Man, what a fight that would be to see one day. Kross and Lesnar, sign me up. We haven't seen Lesnar in Universe mode as of late, ladies and gentlemen. Believe me. But believe me, if we throw some money his way, I'm sure he'll be more than willing to do business. And now look at this Kross, actually looking a little bit. Oh my goodness, Omega just drove his knees into Kross's face, and that might be it. Count on. Oh no, only a 1 count. And I hope Omega's been studying every single Kross match heading into this match, especially his own. As we've seen, Omega was not, it was not no squash match for Kross. But wait a minute, look at this triangle choke, a triangle choke from Kross, and the ref's back is turned. Didn't even see Scarlett throw a chair in the ring. What the hell is that all about? Kross set that one up. Kross set that one up, but Omega stomp it. Oh wait, the ref did see the chair. The ref did see the chair. It looks like he's, yeah, get that chair out of here. We don't want any unfair advantage. There's already an unfair advantage that you're carrying Kross alone, man. You don't need weapons on top of it. And now look at this. Oh, didn't get all of it, but got enough to send Kross to the mat. Oh, no, but it misses a wild elbow. Oh, my goodness. Eats a boot. Eats a boot from Kross. And look at this psychopath. Look at this psychopath in the corner of the ring here. And now, wait a minute. No, he spikes Omega right on the crown of his head. Right on the crown of his head. And now, wait a minute. No, Omega's trying to fight out of it. No, a nice chop to the chest. Lighting Kross up with everything he's got here. And wait a minute. Hurricanrana from the cleaner. And now Omega siding Kross up. Yes, over the top rope. With a somersault plancha. Vintage Kenny Omega, folks. And Omega giving the crowd a little bit of closure. After I'm sure half of the people in the front row are scared to death to even look into the sights, or even Kross sights with Kross himself. And now wait a minute, look at the speed of Kross, and no, Omega slipped out the way. Wait a minute, oh my goodness, just hit him with a flash knee. Flash knee directly under the jaw. No, I thought that was it. Oh, I really thought that was it. I'm not going to lie to you. That flash knee, that was beautiful on Kenny Omega. He almost goaded Kross in to a false sense of security. Having to run full speed. But wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. My goodness, a sharp elbow right to the face of Omega once again. And I think that one might have split him up. I think we're seeing some red on the champ's face. And now, wait a minute. No, that F10 I was talking about. Oh, my God. New champ, folks. New champ. You gotta be kidding me. Kross is just won. No! Omega's still in the fight. Omega's still in the fight, folks. But for how much longer? As Kross has nothing but bad intentions in the mind. No! No, here comes the Kross hammer. No, the Kross hammer lands. He's defeated Cody Rhodes with this move. He's defeated Finn Balor with this move. Hell, he's defeated Kenny Omega with this move. Count of 1, 2. No, Omega gets the shoulder out. Shoulder out at 2. And wait a minute, Omega's back to his feet. Once again, hit him with the Hurricanrana. But wait a minute, what the hell? Oh my goodness. No, oh my goodness, no. Scarlett getting involved. Right when Omega had the match in his hands, it looked like. Look at Kross. Just sending intimidation, trembling into the skin of the referee, folks. And now look at this ground and pound. It's going to open Omega up even more. This guy, Kross, is just a danger to society. I don't know what to call it at this point. I mean, he is just a very dangerous individual. And on top of that, can you believe this guy? This guy knows jiu-jitsu. This guy knows, MMA. He has an amateur MMA background. I mean, this guy is a danger to society. He could legitimately hurt you in that ring. And believe me, he's definitely legitimately hurting Kenny Omega right now. That is a fact for sure. And now a ground and pound that might have just beaten Omega to the pulp, but no. Omega somehow just peering the shoulder off the mat. But wait a minute. Oh my goodness. More punches directly to the face. And the crowd, for some reason, are in both these guys' corner, it looks like. As no, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Taking them over with a half and half. And look at this. Kross right back on the attack. This guy is a very intelligent individual. He realizes the damage has been done. And all he has to do, the ref might want to stop it at this point. Omega is getting pummeled out there, folks. Omega is getting pummeled out there. And no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kross is looking to put the final nail in the coffin, so to speak. But wait a minute, no. Wait a minute, no. Oh my goodness, another knee lands. No, God, Scarlett with the another distraction. I'm losing my voice here. Oh no, a headbutt directly to the spine. Man, literally every time Omega has the opportunity, as the upper hand, it's Scarlett getting involved. It reminds me of Gunther and freaking Ludwig Kaiser. Lord knows he's gotten involved in Gunther's matches 156 million damn times. And I swear to God, if he does that to the Radar Superstar here tonight, I might blow a gasket. As look at this, Kenny Omega fighting back into this thing. Hopefully stomping out Kross once again. He's had just about enough of Kross. He wants to finally rid himself of this demonic individual, as he just threw a knee right into the face. Could that be it? One. Sort of like a mini V trigger in a way. And Omega does, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. For the third time. Oh my goodness. And I think that might have been a variation of the Kross hammer. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the hell is Kross going for? He's got his arm. He's got his arm. Wait, no. Oh no, Omega's fighting out of it. Omega's fighting out of it. Huge shot to the ribs. Huge shot to the ribs. Gotta beat that man down. Gotta do whatever you can do. And now Omega, man, you could see the sweat, the perspiration, perhaps blood getting in his eyes at this point. Omega is out of it, folks, and Kross is just taking full advantage of it. Full advantage of it, and now look at this. Took him over with a judo throw. Could this be it? 1, 2. No, Omega gets the shoulder out. Omega gets the shoulder out. No, wait a minute. Oh, wait, no. Cradle. Small package from Omega. Oh, my goodness. I thought he had Kross. I think everybody thought he had Kross. And wait a minute, he catches the knee, he catches the arms. Shades of Kota Ibushi with that one, the Kamigoye. Kamigoye lands, Kross might be out. And wait a minute, Omega's got Kross on his shoulders. Forward. Oh, he has the one-legged angel lands to defeat the Harbinger of Doom. No, my goodness, Kross just kicked out. Kross just freaking kicked out of the one-winged angel. A move that has been so protected in professional wrestling. The one-winged angel. And wait a minute, Omega's looking for the big run-up this time. How the hell does he have this much stamina still? But once again, we do not call this guy the best bout machine for no reason. Omega fighting back into this match throughout the blood, throughout the sweat. Oh my God. Yeah, that kick did it. Get him back in the ring, Kross. It's over. Come on, man. It's over. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. The beatdown. The beatdown on Omega. Man. This is over, folks. This is over. You gotta be kidding me. He wants Omega to his feet. Oh, no. The cross jacket's locked in. But wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. A sharp elbow right to the face. And oh, my goodness. A bicycle kick. Almost like a second gear for Omega. Here. And now, wait a minute. Turns Kross to the other side. What does he have planned here? You could see the tank is running on empty, but Omega takes it to the center of the ring. One-winged angel. A second one-winged angel lands. Could this be it? 2, 3. Omega just survived Karrion Kross, folks. That might be the first time Karrion Kross has lost in universe mode. I want to say yes. I do want to say yes. Kenny Omega has just ended the somewhat undefeated streak of Karrion Kross, and with that, he has retained his United States Championship, folks. What a great first episode to Survivor Series this has been. three amazing world championship matches, and at the end of it all, Omega reigns tall. Do not go anywhere. We still have 2 War Games matches. We still have another World Championship match. We still have an entertaining as hell Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship match, folks. Trust me, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.